You just announced somebody has messaged about Clio parts.
Finally.
Which is a good thing.
I don't know if we actually have the parts they've messaged about. I think they're being sold already, but we'll find out.
We have also spoken with Taylor and we have a plan for the shell. So some progress. Now, we have sent one of my Aston Martins to the USA.
Yes, the GT8 is gone.
GT8 is no longer here. Vantage Roadster is all on its own. So what do you say to another lovely Aston Martin convertible coming to visit?
That sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a fantastic idea. Today, a Vanquish Volante is arriving. Now, I can't do a full head-to-head for manufacturer reasons, but 12 Cylindri, Vanquish Volante are going to be together in the same garage, which is quite an interesting concept. We've done a little bit more by way of cleaning and tidying. We might take the Zenvo out later on because it needs a run and it also needs a de-dusting.
It needs you to take off, well, we need to take off your writing.
Oh,
which is still there.
Yeah. It wasn't me. Well, actually,
it wasn't me. It literally says Shmee.
It says Shmee and there's a video of me doing it. And also the AMF Pista, which I've just enjoyed driving back. So very full garage. On that video, we had said there was going to be another car here. That car is the Vanquish, which should be here very shortly. And basically, I drove the Vanquish Coupe, the regular new Vanquish, in Sardinia.
On some very nice roads.
It was beautiful. Vanquish Volante, I'm going to take on some regular roads that I know quite well. I think it's a fairer test. So probably without any further ado,
I hear something.
Car should be here.
I can hear the sound of a V12.
You can indeed. Check this out.
Very nice.
New Vanquish arrives at the Shmuseum.
Suits you.
I mean, I quite enjoyed driving the coupe. Let's just put this right in the middle for the time being.
That's a good looking car. Hold on, hold
exhaust
on.
valves,
Press
exhaust
the exhaust button.
Obviously, we need to play with all of this and we're going to learn it all. Oh, we're in individual mode already.
I have no idea how this works. I said no, the exhaust button's there.
So you change your driving modes by rotating this. So we've got Sport Plus the top mode for here, yeah. Oh, there we go, that's better.
That's nice.
We'll get it warm before we do more of the silliness.
I'm not going to say what I think it sounds like, but there's a very distinct sound that I'm hearing when I hear that.
A V12 Aston?
No. I don't know if I can say this. It might upset some people.
You can tell me off camera then. It looks so pretty, it's enormous.
It is huge.
It's a massive two-seater, but it has so much presence. That grille at the front.
Like, if that flew up behind you, you would move out of the way because you'd be like, what is this James Bond looking thing?
Well, it's like that 177 styling. I mean, the Vantage does it really well. Everything's got bigger. You know, badge has got bigger, grille has got bigger,
I love
vents
this.
and things have got bigger.
The vents are lovely.
The shape of these is really pretty. Engine. Well, let's go get the shutter down, then we'll talk more about this. I may have just prepared where the bonnet release is.
Could you not find it originally?
I might have gone to the driver's side. It's on the passenger side. There we go.
Is it a single pull or a double pull?
Single pull, I think.
Hopefully.
Single pull and a latch.
I think I've got in the habit of just double pulling things just in case.
Always to be. No, it's a single pull.
Good.
I was finding those rubber bits.
Whoa.
Carbon is nice. That is nice. 5.2 litre, twin turbo V12, 835 horsepower, 1,000 newton meters of torque.
That's a lot.
It's definitely a lot. 0 to 62, not a lot, just over 3 seconds. Top speed.
William Jones.
Top speed, 214 miles per hour, convertible.
Wow, yeah, that's
GT
pretty.
car. Obviously rear driven, 8-speed auto box. But the engine is a big part of this. The engine and the looks. I think Aston have done a remarkable job of that. One interesting thing, by the way, is the list price of this car is about 10x that Vantage Roadster.
Really?
Or at least what it cost me, so to speak.
It's probably 10x, 10 times better, no?
I mean, that's a lot of car for the money.
Yeah.
General design. I like this. I like the carbon windscreen surround.
Oh yeah, that's quite a unique thing. This is nice. Also, look at the colour of this carbon.
All the interior carbon has that, doesn't it? It's got this like...
gold fleck on it.
But it's not a gold fleck, it's in the weave.
Yeah.
It's a kind of bronze gold within the weave. Looks really nice under the lights in here.
This interior is beautiful.
So
Aston Martin new interiors are stunning. See all the new systems. Very pretty.
No doubt about that. So changes from standard. It's obviously got that K-fold roof. 14 seconds it takes to fold away.
K-fold roof.
That's what they call the like mechanism.
I don't think I've seen it. I'll have to have a look.
The bracing back here is slightly different. It was never a 4-seater, not even a 2+2. Obviously, like the coupe, it's got the shield at the back in carbon.
What do you think of this?
The shield?
Yep.
Well, you can opt to have it in body color if you prefer. I think it's important to have distinct design features, and the presence at the back of this is really quite striking. Not only that, it creates a big differentiation between the models in the lineup, which is something that Aston were critiqued for a lot in the 2015 to 2020 era.
Yeah, no, that's true.
If you take Vantage and DB11, a lot of people are like, they all look the same.
There's so many cutouts and holes and aero, just everywhere down here.
I really like the tail lamp design as well.
Oh yeah.
I think that's really smart. Let me just, will that wake up if I press the unlock button?
Oh
see?
Yeah, nice.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
Looks really smart. It's a throwback to, was it Vulcan that did that first?
Yeah, Vulcan had all the small lights.
I also like how they have these basically borderless mirrors.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a really smart detail as well. It just makes the mirror that little bit smaller. They have to have the right size of glass to meet regulation, which is obviously getting stricter and stricter and stricter. But having the borderless style means that it looks a little bit smarter. I'm not the biggest fan of satin paints. Talk about that often.
Wheels are lovely. What colour are these? Even these have got almost like a slight bronzy colour in the grey.
Yeah, there's a bit of a chrome shimmer to it. When I filmed the car, the coupe, originally at its launch, I went to see one in Texas. I think I was in Texas. They hadn't yet done the red detailing, the V12 badge. But I mean, we have to applaud Aston for keeping the V12s going. Obviously, the DB12 is a V8.
Yeah,
and the Vanquish is the V12.
Interesting.
But I used to own a Vanquish. In fact, I have the model of my old Vanquish in here, don't I? I think I got one made.
Should do.
I had a Vanquish of mine was a 2015, which was the updated car of that generation, when it went from over here. When it went from the 6-speed to the 8-speed. Obviously, that was the 6-litre NA V12 era, as opposed to the 5.2 twin turbo.
Oh, it was a Volante as well.
Yeah, stunning car. So, this is right up my street, given the fact I bought one of its predecessor in the past, and then we wrapped it in the Shmee Blue.
Wait, did this have back seats?
Yes, it was a 2+2.
Okay, so
you weren't putting a person back there.
No. You could squeeze someone if you needed to squeeze one person.
I can't actually remember if mine did or not.
You definitely must have had people in the back of your car. That's something you as a challenge.
No, but I can't remember if mine. It was an option to have the +2
Okay,
seating
that makes
configuration. So by default, it just had a storage luggage area at the back, and you could opt to have the 2-seat config if you wanted. This was kind of like the facelift of the DBS, the Bond era DBS.
How many Astons have you had now? Obviously, the VRVR, the OG.
Vantage, GT8,
Vanquish
Volante, DBS.
There's a DBS model? Yes, there is.
So I haven't painted it, but I've had 4 Astons. I love that elegant Grand Touring vibe, right?
Yeah.
Always have the. This is massive.
Yeah, side profile is pretty huge.
I know it's 4 meters 80 something. It's as long as the long supercars like the XX and the Zenvo. But I think it's as long as the Purosangue, but obviously without the boot, or without the massive boot and without the back seat. I think it might have a decent amount of storage. I actually don't know how much storage it has. There's always that challenge of where's the button?
Where do you open a boot?
I don't know where the button is.
Let's just see if there's anywhere we can find first.
Press and hold.
There we go.
Which bit lifts up?
Oh wow. What's that?
Oh, the button's right to the side.
Oh wow, that's
opposite the turbocharger. I like having turbocharger on the outside though. That makes life a lot easier. This is not an enormous boot space.
No.
But then convertibles often don't. Is this like a deflector bag or something? Yes, fold out deflector that you can put over the back seats to reduce some of the wind buffeting, which you would always keep in the car. And again, great, but significant space
restriction. You get a bit more, don't you, if the roof was up and you put the shelf out the way, I assume?
Can you?
It looked like it had a handle.
Well, what we can do...
We can find out. I want to see the roof, what happened. Let's do the mechanism.
I'm going to perch here. I'm sure it can do it with just the ignition. So that way. Come on. There we go. Right, that way. So, rear deck opens. I see. It's like a zigzag kind of roof.
Nice. And then, there you go, down, and then the back bit flaps back down.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, not bad. The windows up. There we go. And then can you do the, does this shelf thing now fold in?
It's got a handle, but I don't know what it's for. No, maybe it's, oh, there you go.
There we go.
So it like folds up.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit more.
So for a longer road trip, you can have probably 2 trolley bags comfortably and some soft bags around it.
Yeah.
But for the time being, we don't need that. So that can stay down, ready for the bit on the road. And then the boot has soft close as well, which is something nice that Astons do.
Does the door have soft close?
No, or I don't think it did. I'm pretty sure when I just shut it, it stayed open. Why doesn't that have soft close?
Can it have soft close because it's convertible?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'm sure. I would have liked that to have soft close. Small details, but at 400 and something thousand pounds, you'd like that. I guess basically I should hop in, play around with the interior a little bit and go for a drive and see what it's like to go and drive on some familiar roads.
Do it.
Let's go. Coming back over to it, I don't think it's the prettiest with the roof up, but then soft top convertibles often aren't. The Roma had done a very good job of that. Obviously it's the same with this generation of Vantage. If you go back, the soft top just looks a little bit janky, but I guess the point with this is you're probably driving it roof down. So that's less of a concern, less of an issue. Open the door handles, always love those. Also always love swan doors. Doors that can open to any position and basically don't swing closed on you. I think Aston have always done some of the best doors, the earlier idea being that they clear any pavement or anything like that. So I need to pop my stuff in here. I need to get rid of this because we don't want that for driving. I'll leave it just there, beautifully placed for the moment. Obviously in from transport. Vanquish, hand built in Great Britain. You swing into here. I'm definitely going to put this roof straight back down. Get some V12. So the roof switch is this. You just press and hold it down. It's kind of that whole bar, which is quite fun. And then that should fold itself back away. This car has just shy of 2,000 miles on it. So it's basically new. Make sure there's no audio that's going to start blasting at us. Obviously with the latest gen of the displays, screens and tech. So this has all had a big update versus the earlier Astons. Significant changes, lots of interesting things to play with and explore. I'm a big fan of this new system, and they still have physical buttons. Even if these are a little bit plasticier than I would have liked, they are physical buttons and they have to be commended for doing that. And I like that they have these really nice rotaries as well for temperature and controls. And lots of really other functions that you could want. Oh, ventilated seats. That's a haptic button. Got the camera system. Nice. Close the door for a sec. Grab in just in there. Oh, see? Soft close would be nice. There we go, better. That's always fun. She does a really good job. Can you? Oh, you can. Lovely. That's nice. That's really good. Well done, Aston. Nice bit of functionality on there. What else do I need to know before going? Probably not a whole lot. We can basically go and get started. Trip has been reset, ready for us. Driving modes are with this. Sport Plus. Let's get ready to take this out of the garage and go have some fun. First stop, before we have some of the driving in this, and given it is such a beautiful day, pulled in at the country club to pick up Puppy.
Hello.
So we're going to get your thoughts on this as well, because obviously
nice.
Brad and I have been talking about it a bit, but in the sunshine, that is beautiful.
Absolute 10 of 10.
It is beautiful, except it's not blue, it's silver, but the proportions of this thing, it looks super sleek because of how wide and long it is. So it doesn't end up looking particularly tall at all. At all.
I just love the front end. It looks so sporty.
Aggressive and mean. We need to talk a lot about driving it because obviously, yeah, we went together. You came to the Vanquish.
Yeah, that was a great experience.
In Sardinia. And obviously we've both done a lot of driving in the direct competitor to this car. But I think probably I should give you this, if I may.
Yes.
And we'll go and get some driving on and go see what it's like. Come on, jump in.
Are you going to give us a startup?
No, we've kind of done that, you see.
Yeah, I'm behind.
You're joining us 12 or 13 minutes into the video.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Managed?
I'm in.
Cool. You did that quite elegantly for a bag and holding a camera and everything else.
All sorts.
toasty.
It's a bit warm.
Oh, it's been parked with the roof down. Gosh. I mean, it's about, well, this says it's 28.5 degrees Celsius.
So quickly turn on the seat ventilation.
The one, yep, that's the one. Done. We'll start in GT mode. We'll drive with the roof up at some point as well. First thing to do though, like any car, is assistance. I don't know if there's a hotkey for this, but stop beeping at me basically. Because not that I want to drive like a maniac, but sometimes these things get speed limits wrong.
Yep.
And they start beeping away at you and you're just like, give me a break. Right, can I put the rear quarter windows up from here? No, maybe I have to do that from this. There we go.
Yep.
Right, that's the one. Use the roof button to do that. Obviously there's a wind deflector, well not obviously, but there is a wind deflector which we have in the boot at the moment, so we're not using that.
Okay.
GT mode, super gentle, auto, smooth, calm. I mean that's the advantage of an auto box, there's no clunking or anything uncomfortable at all. Very quiet. I mean, burble of V12 in the background.
Which sounds really good.
This is quite terrifying.
Oh my God.
How wide the car is.
Yeah, and the curbs on the side do not look very inviting.
No, I think, well, no, we'd be all right because they're pretty low. Obviously, AC is currently blasting.
Yeah.
Fan speed, turn it down there. Oh, it's tiny. So because it's so sunny and the way this is angled up,
Yeah, it's
really hard to see. But at the bottom, it tells us the temperature and the fan speed and those kinds of settings. Nasty speed bump here. I don't think it has a lift system,
Not
but
seen that yet.
I think it should be okay. It's okay coming in. Yep, we're good. Just always get a bit of a wiggle on, get some angle. And these things tend to work out okay. So I am going to turn it up. We're going to go into
Sport?
yeah, maybe straight all the way to Sport Plus.
Yes,
just 'cause
please.
Nice twisty road and a bit more sound. And when you go manual on the paddles, it then stays manual in here.
Oh,
which is something I've always liked that Astons do. It's kind of, you've told it you just want to drive in manual mode. Whoa, he was a bit on our side of the road.
Interesting.
So it's really, really intriguing to me to drive this now after doing so much driving with it originally, but obviously in the other car since, because traditionally, if you go back to previous DBS and the 812 and the previous Vanquish and the F12, the Aston has always been more of the GT car, and the Ferrari's always been significantly sportier. And in this generation, myself and basically every other journalist or media who drove the car talked about how that gap felt like it was narrowing, which when you're not driving the cars back to back is certainly the case. But jumping into here, it is quite a more refined drive, less a sports focused drive than the Ferrari is. Now that doesn't mean better or worse, it just means different. It means different. And what I mean by that, the engine, incredibly potent, lots of power, lots and lots and lots of torque, 1,000 Newton meters of torque, but a lot lazier, doesn't rev up in anything like the same way. Steering, significantly heavier, but equally not the same sharpness, more suited to a smooth, gentle, longer drive, certainly in its standard setup. I think that the Ferrari has this particularly unusual characteristic of going really from one extreme to another. It can be very comfortable, or it can be very shouty and angry, whereas this is, I'm going to say, more consistent in its approach. It's more confident in what it's trying to be, and less a little bit all over the place. I've gone full Shmee mode here.
Yes, you have.
Driving new Vanquish, but I think this is part of the fun of this channel, right? The Shmuseum channel. It's a lot more raw, a lot less prepared, and these are my first thoughts. I mean, the road opens up in front of us. I put my foot down in second gear. It's really fast.
It does get a move on now.
It's really moving around a lot, so that's where you really feel the weight of it. Over those bumps in the tarmac, I felt very much like the car was being tugged around.
I feel like the roads on Sardinia were a bit smoother than those ones here, so we didn't experience that so much.
It's very powerful, and the sound is great. Obviously, you're hearing a lot of it because the roof is down.
Yeah.
But that V12 rumble, you barely hear the twin turbo nature of it, and for 2025 it's still making a brilliant noise where so many cars unfortunately aren't able to. Obviously without the wind deflector it's quite windy at 60 miles an hour.
But I must say, obviously today I have my hair in a bun, usually, you know, have it open, but I feel it's not as windy and as noisy as some of the other cars that we've driven with the roof down. Yeah, well,
we just came to a very sudden stop. Always make sure you can stop in the distance that you can see to be safe. Oh, truck, great.
Oh god, wasn't it here when we drove the Audi, the R6 GT and had this massive truck?
I think probably. Truck's getting a bit of a move on. So just notching it down then for a second to think a little bit more about it. Ride, so we're in Sport Plus, which means everything is firm. You can have a personalized mode, or you can use the controls on here, so you can put it into the soft suspension. You could make the exhaust less noisy if you wanted to, but I think we're going to keep that on the red mode, because red means noise. Auto stop start and your different traction control settings and things, but I'm not going to get playing with those because 835 horsepower rear wheels, traction off. We're going to be in a bush.
We don't want to be in a bush.
No, that would not be ideal right now. I think that in terms of a car to cruise in like this right now, it is stunning. It is so pretty. It just feels so nice.
I mean, it looks incredible on the road.
Yeah, and you feel that from inside though. I've got no idea where the front of the bonnet is.
I agree with you.
One thing you can do, and I'm going to do it given we're going slowly, is up to 31 miles an hour or 50 kilometers an hour. You can do the roof while you're driving. So we'll just give this a little whirl.
Hello, roof. Oh, yeah. I didn't put sun cream on today, so that's probably a good idea. I didn't come prepared.
Nor did I, to be honest. Roof is silent in its actions. I mean, that was completely silent.
That was really smooth.
View backwards is virtually non-existent. It's the most letterbox of letterbox style rear windows imaginable. Non-existent, yeah. View back. But
you're so fast, you don't need to see what's behind you.
Yeah. Something like that. I think the inside, massive step up on the interiors from previous gen Astons.
I really like the new interior.
We've talked a lot about it with driving Vantage and driving, I'm trying to think what else we've driven since, but seen it of course in DBX 707, well the update, DBXS, DB12, everything. The steering wheel's chunkier than I remembered. I prefer a slightly thinner grip normally. This is quite a chunky wheel. Unfortunately, we've completely lost it on the road, so I think...
Should we pull over and wait?
I think it's going to be my call to do a U-turn and go back the other way, because turning circle's good.
One way to try it?
Yeah, it's not the most ideal road to pull out on, but we're good. Roof up, plenty of sound. That's nice. Pretty calm and quiet inside. Where are all the trucks coming from today?
I don't know, but I literally stopped breathing when I see them.
There's another one. Just truck. It's like a motorway nearby is closed. Oh, that's cool. Good colour choice, sir. Very nice. What I was going to say, noises, calm, cabin, a couple of creaks from my seat.
Yep.
Early car, obviously that's a normal thing that happens. Have you noticed the trim as well? Have you seen the carbon?
Yeah, that looks really cool.
It's got this kind of bronze weave in it.
Snazzy.
The roads around here are getting very busy these days. It's not what it was a few years ago. There's a lot of traffic out and about. But when you're cruising along, where
it's not like we're crawling really.
No, we're at exactly 60 miles an hour, bang on speed limit for a road like this. It does it very effortlessly. You know, this is a super calm and gentle run. The steering is impressively heavy. I mean, I quite like that. Goodness me. Do you see how fast that person was going?
It was questionably fast, but yeah.
I like a good weight to the steering. I like a dynamic change, variable settings.
Yep.
I guess we've probably got some buttons to play with that as well in the system if we were to go into the drive modes and personalise it all, but I'm not going to do that when we're driving down a country lane.
Because it's so narrow. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and also the light reflections off the glass aren't helping me too much. Look here, steering, GT steering, sport steering. You can change that.
And how is it
interesting? It gets a lot firmer than sport, but GT is already quite firm, which I would say is really interesting. I'm surprised by that. The GT steering feel, like here, there's a lot of weight to it to turn the wheel. ride quality is brilliant. These roads are really chopped up. That's one of the reasons why I always bring a car here. Oh, nice. See that?
Yes.
Beautiful DB7 Volante going the other way. That feels very on theme for where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah.
In fact, we're not very far away from the Aston dealer right now. Maybe we should go swing in and say hello.
Could do.
We're literally going to drive past it. When you pull up to an Aston dealer in an Aston that isn't yours just because it's a nice day and you want to go for a drive and go somewhere.
Let's do it.
But firstly, roundabout, dual carriageway, faster roads. We'll get a nice acceleration out of here. Well, we would if it wasn't busy. It is so busy today.
Where's everybody going? Well, yeah, I don't know.
I'm amazed by this, but we'll let people get ahead because it's kind of empty coming from the right. So, second gear, 20 miles an hour. Wait for the road to be straight and go. I might actually go round the next roundabout and back along the dual carriageway just for a moment more. It's always, it seems so obvious on paper, but it's so interesting to drive different cars. This is almost becoming a behind the scenes
it literally
test
is.
drive. Obviously, whenever we're shooting a Shmeemobiles 50 video, and I've been lucky over the years to drive a lot of different cars. Like,
Do you actually have a list of how many different cars you drive?
It'll be thousands now. If you think about it, it's been 7,000 YouTube videos. So a lot of those are test driving cars. It's got to be at least 1,000, 2,000 of them.
And all the rental cars you've had.
Well, and the funny thing, if you want to get to it, is how many times do we go to a press event and drive 4 different ones in the same car?
Oh, yeah.
That's quite a funny concept, but you'll go out for multiple runs or sessions or track laps or whatever, and you'll be jumping in and out of different cars along the way. So lots of different experience, but obviously the first, goodness me,
What happened?
person just pulled out on us on the roundabout.
Oh, lovely.
Like didn't stop, just kept coming. So I had to keep a wider berth.
Thank you, sir or lady or whoever.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
what I was going to say was that the first part of any drive normally is learning the car.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm benefited in this instance by the fact that I know a bit about this already, and I've driven the Vanquish Coupe, and I know a lot about the lineage, you know, the DBS before and the Vanquish I used to own. And we filmed the car statically when it was introduced, and we filmed the test drive of the Coupe, and we've been around them a fair bit. So I'm coming into it with some
Preparation.
some preparation, some background knowledge and information. But it's still like a learning curve. The first few miles are always just going through the settings, going through the modes, trying things, seeing what happens and what works. You know, just the familiarity. Like on here, the paddles are on the back of the steering wheel. So again, the certain car from Maranello has them mounted to the column. And I think generally I prefer on the steering wheel. Because in the older days with single clutch, the paddles being mounted to the column meant that you only really used them if you were pointed in a straight line, and that was beneficial. Now, a car like this is so steady and the computers are so clever that it's not really impacted too negatively by having them there. Obviously, it's an 8-speed, so you can go up to 8th, although I imagine I'm just going to keep it in 8th and slow the speed down to about 60 miles an hour. There won't be a lot of power. Wait for it, because obviously 8th is basically an overdrive.
Yep.
So 60 miles an hour, foot down. My foot is flat on the floor.
You're kidding.
But it's an overdrive gear.
Yeah.
It's for being efficient, environmentally friendly and economic.
I mean, it's the same with any brand.
Yes, completely. It's just the way the ratios are set. The other ratios of the gearbox are quite short, which is one of the reasons it goes up through the RPMs very quickly. Red line at about 7k. Gets you there effortlessly. To do this, one thing that's interesting is it has this power reserve.
Okay.
So the way the turbos are basically prepared so that when you want power, you have it and it's good to go.
Oh, so it doesn't need to. Interesting.
It just doesn't take time to spool up and get ready like most cars would.
Okay.
I think we're going to get a little bit stuck here, so I'm going to squeeze past. I felt like I was going to get boxed in as we got to the next roundabout.
And we want to get a good acceleration.
I always love the acceleration out of this roundabout up the hill. Goodness me. It is very, very quick. I think it's quick in a way though that it doesn't necessarily come across as fast as it is, because it's not screaming and shouting.
Because
Not
it's
like,
doing it so effortlessly.
yeah, not like the way that the Ferrari does. You know, don't get me wrong, I'd love to put the two side by side and do a bit of a drag and see how they actually compare. This has a tiny bit more power, quite a lot more torque, a few hundred Newton meters more torque.
Weight-wise?
It's heavier. and especially because it's the Volante.
Yeah.
For the Volante, there's always additional, well, firstly, the roof mechanism, secondly, the rigidity that the car requires. I'd also like a slightly snappier downshift. You don't get that because of not having a dual clutch, because it's the auto as opposed to a DCT. It doesn't have that sharpness. I think this bit of road has been re-tarmacked since I last drove here. Well, I know it has. That's definitely new tarmac. Steering is very confident. I like it a lot. Like I say, I would like the steering wheel to be slightly less chunky.
Steering wheels are such a personal thing.
I think what's the best way to put it into drive? Press and hold the paddle,
Okay.
and it then puts it into D, full on D.
Are we taking it through the tunnel?
We will go through the tunnel, but we'll head back in the correct direction for now. We have a quick little stop to get some lunch. Puppy's just gone into the supermarket to grab some sandwiches and things. I gotta say, in the sunshine, it just looks fantastic. Massive though, look, we're overhanging the front of this parking space and there isn't a whole lot more space at the back. It's enormous. It's bigger than, I mean, it's longer than that, for example, your family estate car. Yeah, big old thing. But when you add all of these styling cues, you know, the strake down the side, that reminiscent detail from the older Astons, you add this contouring design on the bonnet of the car. It's a really cool thing. I also like this plate, V12 Volante, Aston Martin factory car, of course, that they kindly sent today for the opportunity to drive and to share this with you, to make some content around it and experience what the Vanquish is like on more familiar roads, rather than the beautiful sunshine and passes of Sardinia. It is a little bit on the warm and sunny side though, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this detail, the piping around the seat. Not the biggest fan of the design here, but I like the perforation, which obviously gives you a lot of cooling, which is definitely appreciated on a day like today. What else can I tell you about it, really? I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got the wireless charging pad there, some USB-Cs and the power outlet. Do we have a lower shelf area? No, that's it. You'd have thought maybe there'd be a bit more storage than that. You do have good door pockets. I like how you've got nice details, like even this, right? Around the base of the seat, it has this decorative piece rather than just being left to its own devices. Oh, it's getting warm fast in here.
Where next?
Where next? Good question. Tunnel.
Yes.
No, Aston and Tunnel.
Aston Tunnel.
Although technically if you go to Aston, you do slightly miss the tunnel. No, we can do both. We're going to do both.
We should do both.
We're going to put the roof back down.
Yes, that means I just need to swap hats. Because
Swap hats. That way it's roof down.
Also, I'm totally on theme on brand
Yeah.
today. Brought my Aston hat.
Completely on theme. Right. We can make a move this way. The roof is quick. I said it was 14 seconds. I think it's quicker than 14 seconds.
We can time it. But yeah, it feels really quick.
Do you want to swap your hats?
Yes, I do want to swap hats.
I don't want your hat to go flying when we start driving. So because it's been off, that means I need to do this again. See, this is the problem. I can't see it. There, I had to take my sunglasses off. No assistance. There might be a shortcut. If there is a shortcut, I don't know it. I really need to hold that gentleman up there.
Maybe somebody can let us know in the comments below.
Well, unfortunately, by the time this video is out, obviously the car has gone back to Aston Martin.
No,
so
but it's just one to know for the future, right?
it won't be particularly helpful to us for right now. What? No, cancel. It thinks I'm talking to it. That's funny. I don't think I pressed anything to tell it I wanted to talk to it.
I wonder what the prompt is for it to start. Or maybe there's a button on the steering wheel which...
Absolutely no idea. Is this person going? They've got a fan. That's funny.
I thought of buying one of these fans. I've seen them everywhere now.
Well, the
They
neck
seem to be-
fans are the big thing, aren't they?
The
A
ones
friend
that you
from the
put-
US had a neck thing at Goodwood, and I tried it. I put it like you wear it
yeah.
around you, and it blows cold air up at you. And yeah, it was quite,
Was it
quite
good?
pleasant, let's say.
Might
Very
need
pleasant.
to check that out.
Oh, that's cool. Ah,
Lovely.
I've seen that before.
Have you?
Yes, at a different Tesco as it happens. It's been in a video, like glass flavors of strawberry ice cream. What video was it in? 100% it was in a
I don't
video.
know. I don't think I've seen it before, but it looks
I know it was in a video, or maybe it was at this Tesco. This is kind of a route we drive often. I just missed the turning I wanted to take. I got distracted. Oh well, we'll go through the tunnel and then we'll figure it out afterwards.
Okay, let's do it like that.
That's really funny because I'm completely brain blocked now. What was that 2CV in?
And that does not happen very often.
No, because it was just a random clip in a video, right? It wasn't in any form the subject or content that we were shooting. It was just we were out filling up a car or something and it was at the petrol station in front of us. And it was a short clip in that video. Somebody by this point watching this has said, yeah, I know, it was that one. I want to pull out, but this is annoyingly busy. I'm going to go for a little squeeze. Then we'll go back past, because that's always how it works. Get trapped. Tunnel time indeed. Annoyingly though, I would have liked to now be able to slow down, but the inconsistency of speed around us doesn't help. Anyway. It's like a squeeze of power. Slow it down a bit more. Maybe even go into the exit lane. Second gear.
Yeah.
Ah, my mistake. I'm not in Sport Plus. How stupid. Bit better. Not loads though. I mean, it's a new car. Between 60 and 70, that's all you can get.
But it does put a smile on your face, and that's all that matters.
I mean, there's just so much noise in the tunnel, isn't there? As soon as we're out of the tunnel, you can actually hear more.
This is a very familiar route.
Yeah, we come this way pretty often, given that Aston, McLaren, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Zenvo, Hennessy, Jaguar Land Rover, what else is on the same site? Maserati, Porsche.
Yeah.
Like everything is in the same place.
It's the place to be if you want to look at really cool cars.
Yeah. Well, there are always people out, and on a day like today, 100%. I mean, obviously in front of us first is the Ferrari showroom we'll go past, but you have so many people coming to hang around and enjoy the cars, because that's exactly what I used to do, and a lot of fun to just see so much cool stuff. You never know, there might be a new Vanquish Volante that crawls past. Obviously, kind of the funny thing is we're filming this before the embargo has lifted for driving this car, so at the moment everything's quite secretive, but let's be nosy for a second. Go park it next to the 12-cylinder. Should we go say hello while we're driving past?
I think.
Well, completely coincidentally, it's delivery day of this fantastic LaFerrari Aperta Speciale and Pista Spider here. We just pulled in unintentionally, as it happens, the most fantastic dog transport. Congratulations! What a car! I can't believe the timing. And what a car the owner has just collected on his birthday, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Not only that, there was also a Veyron that pulled out, but that was kind of in the background. I'm just gonna take a listen to this because, I mean, LaFerrari Aperta, come on. That is a highlight. Oh, I just heard a shout to Bugatti. Where's the Bugatti? Is it coming that way? Are we gonna have LaFerrari and Bugatti on the road together? Is that about to happen? Gotta look both ways. What's going on right now? 296 pulling in, LaF pulling out. Oh, that was so good. What a day. Everyone's minds are blown, as they should be. You never know what you might spot. That's so funny, given what we were saying as we were arriving. That's so funny. You know, when we pulled in, as we were coming up the road, we were talking about car spotting, and you never know what you might see.
Yeah, did you say that we saw Veyron?
I did, the grey Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse.
But also, there was a really beautiful 296 that just pulled in.
Yep, the dark red one.
And also, do you see that really dark, the dark green Revolt over there, which looks a bit like the one that we saw on the way to Goodwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great for car spotting. Maybe we should just.
Pista Spider.
Yes, crazy,
Oh.
really. Maybe we should just get some deck chairs, set up camp
Set up
here,
camp.
and have a full day out.
Can I also just say that Pista Spider is
Yeah.
TDF blue over the orange interior, a Rancho interior?
I do love a coloured interior.
It was beautiful. Even that Roma's beautiful, the green, dark green. Oh yeah, the 296 is coming by.
What colour is that? Because I think that looks.
That really dark red. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm actually not sure. But it's very nice. Lovely colour.
Yeah, that looks great. But also, in the sunshine, you have to be on the other side.
Yeah.
The interior carbon with that really nice gold bronze weave. It looks incredible. What a day.
This was so unplanned, but so fantastic.
Really unplanned. But those are sometimes the best things.
Yes, I also quite like, or I would like, if you had that on the exterior as well.
Yeah.
I think it would look quite cool.
I'm sure you
the
can probably-
sparkle from here
It's
that you
so
get on the
cool.
central tunnel
Yeah.
areas. I don't know if the camera sees it as much as we see it.
It
but-
almost looks a bit like the color change PPF that you put onto
on the
the
XX.
SF90XX.
Yeah. We might go inside, just chill for a second before we will get to Aston. I
We will.
promise.
Via Bentley, via Maserati, via Lamborghini,
Who knows what
via
else?
Lotus.
Nearly missed it, but you saw that? You saw that?
I didn't see that.
The Veyron went through.
Really
Cool. Back to the car, and what I've discovered is if you, from the key, which I hadn't yet shown, press and hold unlock, I think. We're going to find out. Yes,
That
roof
works.
goes from the key. I think all convertibles should work from the key. Most
Don't all
don't.
convertibles work from the key?
Nope, 296 doesn't. I don't think I own a convertible that does.
Should buy more convertibles.
Solid logic. I like it. Swing it. Okay. There's like a slight lag when it starts up. Not a problem.
The
Just-
most important button today, apart
yeah.
from the AC button.
Cooled seats and the turning off the beep beep.
Yeah.
It's so hard to see because of the angle of the screen. But I mean, we don't normally have days like this in the UK, so
No, that's true.
let me give you this. So we can't complain too much because
This is an anomaly.
this is an anomaly. Yes, this is not normal. Viola Hong Kong.
I love the color. It looks so good.
Right.
With Giallo triple Strata stripes.
Yep. That was a very fun, very spontaneous trip.
Yes, it was.
Rosso Libano.
That's on my shortlist for Ferrari colors now.
So we were going to Aston Martin. Let's.
Oh, look
there's
at
gonna
that Revolto. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we talked about it already.
I'm going to drive
So-
past it just because we can.
Oh, I love the bronze wheels. Didn't see that.
HRO Bull. It must be their demo car. Has
Wow.
to be. And there's a Sterato just there as well. Lotus. We didn't actually list Lotus, did we? On our list
No, I
of
don't
dealers
think
that are here.
I don't think we listed Lotus.
Anyway, there's a lot of Lotus around. Let's get back out of here and go find Aston Martin. And there'll be a Valor and a Valiant and 2 Valkyries. I don't think there will, but it would
Vulcan.
be.
I think there should be a Vulcan.
Cody would be so happy. Well, he wouldn't because he's not here.
No, but he saw one the other day and he immediately shared it in the chat
Yeah.
with us.
That was the thing. I did show Cody a Vulcan during his trip here, though. It was just in a private facility and we weren't able to make any video content with it.
Oh,
Yeah, right in here. That's how far you have to go. Vantage F1 Roadster. The purple, we
that's
always
Stone
comment
Purple.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, Stone Purple for me is...
We always comment on it, but it's always beautiful.
Take my money.
Yeah? Is that what you would buy?
I would buy that colour, yeah.
It's interesting also, looking at DB12 when you're in a Vanquish,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of similarities, but it is immediately noticeable that it's a different car. You know, they're not too much the same, like some of the older models were. There is a Mercedes behind me and I don't know where it wants to go.
Where do we want to go?
Where is he going? He's going into Jaguar, so we will go this side. Past the showroom. What's in the showroom? The usual 600 LT Spider on the right, so we just go past McLaren. Unintentional car shopping this, but it's quite fun. I mean, that's what nice days and nice cars are for, right? Just driving around, chatting with people, talking cars, sharing the passion for it all, having a good time, enjoying what it's all about, even if it makes a video about twice as long as we were intending it to because of the coincidences. That's where this sounds really good.
It's slow speed driving past?
Yeah. There's a curb there.
Yeah.
And the bonnet is enormously long and I can't see anything.
I've moved my seat down a little bit, now I can't really see anything.
It's not an aggressive curb, but it is an aggressive speed bump. Should we go back through the tunnel or should we just turn it? H.R. Owen's Brian James trailer. So, manual. Where are we going? Past Porsche?
Back to base because I still need to do some work.
Okay, well, yeah, true. We've been very distracted here. I'm going to go not the tunnel way. It's slightly quicker to go back past the showrooms and the other direction.
Do they have a Porsche? Couldn't see anything.
No, it's all right. Sorry, Porsche's the one I'm least interested in. His looks could kill.
You can't even see my eyes, I'm wearing sunglasses.
I know what they're doing behind the sunglasses.
No, I'm smiling, I'm happy and jolly and all those things. I'm going past all the dealers again.
Maybe there'll be another Bugatti coming out of...
You never know, I keep rolling just in case.
The Bugatti service is behind H.R. Owen, or is part of H.R. Owen. H.R. Owen really do all the cool brands. There we go, we've got a Porsche with the aero kit.
Nice. Lucky me.
We're gonna have some revs when we get in as well.
Cool.
Now that it's properly warm. I think we're all properly warm.
I'm not.
You've had some nice AC. In we go. Not for the first time. Oh.
Yeah, looks good in here.
Take a listen. Get some V12. You might need to head a little bit around the back though. It's not bad. But it's really muted, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what? I think the one we drove in Sardinia was a little bit louder. I mean, regulation, that's the bit you can't control.
Yes, Steve.
Is that it? More revs.
No, that's it.
Revs.
That's all we're getting.
I can't unhear what I told you off camera.
Oh, funny.
Not at the high end of the RPM, to clarify, just the lower.
Yeah, but that makes sense because a V12 is 2 6-cylinders.
We're giving away what I've said, are we?
We'll leave it at that.
Yes, we will.
But it's why a modified like GT3 RS engine can be really confusing hearing a modified V12.
Yes, true.
Because it's a straight 6 and there is a lot of overlap. I think what I've learned from driving this right now, it's a very gentlemanly car.
Yeah. Does it make you feel old? In like a good way?
It is to the other crop of like GT sports cars now.
Yeah.
What the older Vanquish and DBS were to their contemporaries at the time.
Okay.
Like this is more of a mature car for sure. Like it feels very grown up.
Yeah.
It's not very, doesn't want to misbehave. Just wants you to drive it, enjoy it, use the power, enjoy the elegance.
Without the like, what sort of like childish behaviour of, I guess, what Vantage maybe should have.
But that's the beauty of it, because new Vantage does that fantastically well. Like I've been lucky obviously to drive that. Now there's a Vantage S as well. I think this is the definition of the cliche phrase that we've heard many times before, brute in a suit. Because it is a brute, but boy does it look sharp.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
And the Bond theme. Yeah, I mean that traditional look. I love it to drive. I think it's really nice. Would love to do a big tour in it. But there are some foibles with it for me. The size is one of them. It is massive.
It is huge.
Especially for the limited space.
I mean, just from like, halfway the car, you sit way further back, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, but then there's still so much behind you and so much in front.
The kind of extra length is here.
Yep.
So it's between the front wheels, the front axle, and the A-pillar. But that's what makes it look so good. That's what makes it look absolutely fantastic. I feel like the direct comparison between this and its Italian equivalent is one for a separate occasion.
For sure.
But it's been very interesting to me driving this in a way I'm very familiar with. And it's interesting again always when you drive something for the second time. It's not the second time, it's the first time in the Volante, but it is the second time in new Vanquish.
Yeah.
I think the big thing with this is it's a beautiful car. Looks amazing. Has a V12, which I love. I'd love a dual clutch gearbox. The gearbox just has that slight, like, come on, downshift.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen instantly, so it doesn't give you like the snap of a...
But then it's, like you say, it's Bruce in a suit. It should kind of be a little bit more relaxed. It's the GT car.
Yeah, so what a drive. What a day. Everything happened at once. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it at all.
That's good.
Should we get Puppy's feedback? Yeah. Your thoughts on being passenger?
You're
Oh, no, it was great. Let's do it again.
Let's keep going. You are a big Aston fan. You like your Astons.
They got me into cars. First gen Vanquish.
Yeah, which this is obviously third gen Vanquish. Goodness me.
Time
I should go and
flies.
drive one of the OG ones again.
We should just buy one.
An OG one.
Yes, please.